bags apart. Buy the top, sell the low, now they crying in the chat. Should've checked the levels, now they funds ain't coming back. Candle wicked up, now they chasing that green. Didn't check resistance, now they stuck in a dream. Market makers laughing while they filling their shorts. Retail wrecked again, should've studied the course. Oh no, FOMO got them in a wreck position. Buying at the top, repeating the failed mission. Successful trader steady waiting for the lows. Patience be the key, that's just how the game goes. Green candles got them feeling like a crypto king. One red wick and they losing everything. Selling in a panic, market makers love it. Smart money lurking while the weak hands dump it. Charts don't lie, but emotions do. Gotta have a plan or the market wrecks you. Successful traders don't chase, we don't trip. Buying them dips while new traders just slip. Oh no, FOMO got them in a wreck position. Buying at the top, repeating the failed mission. Successful traders steady waiting for the lows. Patience be the key, that's just how the game goes. Tops ain't for buying, bottoms ain't for selling. But new traders don't learn the lesson. They see a pump and they jump all in. Next thing you know, the liquidation begins. Successful traders stacking up while they fall. Waiting on the pullback, yeah, that's the call. Smart money wins while the new traders get wrecked. Study the game, show the market respect.
Let's make this money, don't get wrecked. Every trader must show the market respect.
That's right, guys. We got to show the market some respect in 3, 2, and 1. Bingo bango. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time it is your time, it's always time to make this money. So let's do it, guys. Let's make this money. My name is Joe, also known as Trade Intuition. Let's get to it. We show you how to trade without all the complicated terms, pattern memorization. That stuff's boring. Who wants to do that? I don't. Let's look at the crypto bubbles. We are looking at the daily, and white has gone up again, 47.9%. Woo-wee. Should we enter this one? Not really, unless you're looking for a short. However, as we mentioned yesterday, you know, if you see these that pump and you're thinking about shorting, they could easily continue going up. This is a perfect example due to the FOMO. The FOMO is real, and we do not want to get caught in the FOMO. So doing shorts, and I mentioned this also, like if you're on a 5-minute time frame or 15-minute or about 5-minute time frame, you can get faked out a lot. So I'd recommend, if you are going to short, maybe go on a 15-minute, maybe an hour time frame. Look for a pivot, the break of the pivot, then you can enter a short that's safer. None of this is financial advice, but this one we're not shorting. We haven't even looked at this coin. If you want me to look at this coin or any coin for that matter, let me know in the comments, and of course we will get you squared away. All right, so I just want to make sure that I am streaming. I believe I am. Okay, so I think I'm streaming. Let's see here, going down the list, let's go to the hourly time frame. Nothing too crazy on the daily. I mean, some are up, some are down, and the numbers are very weak, so be very careful. Right now we just entered a coin a few hours ago in reference to it's a long, in reference to, you know, if you don't have to be in a trade, or if you don't want to be in a trade, just sit out. You know, there's nothing wrong with just waiting. Let's go to the hourly time frame. Ooh, dog it. On the hourly, green, green, green. A few reds, but not too many. We have hype up 1.3%, Partcoin up, virtuals up. Right now they may be going up. Now the thing that we're looking for on a higher time frame, the macro, higher highs, higher lows. That's what we're looking for. However, just to get a trade in, you know, we can look at the lower time frames and hopefully get something that may be potentially, let's say we're in a downtrend, and hopefully on the lower time frames, 15-minute, maybe hour, we're starting to break some of the highs, creating higher highs. Now we're just waiting for the higher lows. So this could be the potential start of the uptrend on the smaller time frame that may lead to the uptrend on the larger time frames. Once again, the smaller time frames, they make up the larger time frames. I know that sounds really simple, but it took me a while to understand that, and I'm pretty embarrassed to admit it. But if maybe there's a trader out there who cannot wrap their head around, you know, oh, enter on a smaller time frame, nail the entry, like how does that even work? Well, it took me a while to figure that out, but just think about it. I mean, and when you think about it too, it's like time. There are 4 15-minute segments in an hour. There are 4 15-minute candles in a 1-hour candle. So the smaller time frames, they make up what you see on the larger time frame. And for whatever reason, my brain could not comprehend that. I know how to tell time, but I could not understand that for the life of me. And then finally, one day it clicked. It's like, oh, okay. So if you're struggling with anything, just let me know. Do not pay somebody $99 an hour just so they can mentor you when you can get it here for free. Hey, we got Kevin in the house. What's up, Kevin? Kevin from Florida. What's up, my man? What is going on? All right, so once again, if you have any coins you want me to do, definitely let me know. We're going to get into the liquidations heat map in just a moment. So let's go ahead and get to, well, first, let's do the fear and greed. Fear and greed index. Let's go to the crypto 50. This is what we were at yesterday. Let's try it one more time. Okay, now we're 56. So do one more time just for good measurement's sake, 56. So we're getting a little greedy. Okay. I can see it a little greedy. You know, Bitcoin is starting to come up, which is good. And what we might be seeing is potentially a bear trap. Dun, dun, dun. A bear trap. Dramatic music. Yes. But only time will tell. And we'll look at that in just a moment. So here, this is the liquidations heat map. I do like looking at this. And let's see here. Make sure I'm not in the way. All right, so this is, let's refresh this one more time as well. We're looking at the 24-hour time frame. You can see that right up here. And right now, we're really close to this liquidations of 35.69 million, 105,409. And we have a lot down here. Man, do we have a lot. So we have 31.95 million. We have 28 million. We have a lot of, we have so much down here. We also have up top too. Let's go to the 12-hour time frame. Let's go to 12-hour, and we're just kind of zooming in now. We can see this 27.13 million right at 106,245. And then we have one right here at 26.34 million at 104,118. Question, where is it going to go? Is it going to go up because we're higher? Or are we going to come down to get this one, to maybe get these and then go up? I don't know. I don't know. Well, how can we trade this level by level? Price cannot go here unless it breaks this. Price cannot come down here unless it breaks this. Like, this is how we trade. We trade in the most simplistic form. There's no, breaking out the, I'm trying to think of complicated stuff. I can't even think of anything because I do everything so simple. Like, there's no need to complicate this. There is 0% chance price can come down here without breaking this level. 0. It's impossible. Same thing with it coming up here. It's impossible. So that's what we trade level by level, and that's what I teach you here. Now, of course, we have to understand the larger trend. So it's not just, flipping and flopping. We have to understand the larger trend, and that's what we show you here. So total liquidation, let's go ahead and refresh this. We're looking at the 1-hour time frame. Shorts getting wrecked. Uh-oh. 4-hour shorts getting wrecked. Uh-oh. 12-hour kind of neck and neck. 24-hour longs getting wrecked. So this is telling me that there was a little bit of flip flopping around, but right now price probably going up because shorts are getting wrecked. So let us go ahead and check that out. Let's get rid of that. Really quick, this is one of my buddies, Porky Flounder 65. This dude is really good. He is really good. I really like his stuff. And if you're not following him, definitely follow him. Let him know I sent you. I'm gonna put the in the chat right here. But definitely let him know that I sent you. Dude has really good TA. Really good TA. Oh, and there's also, I forgot to put him on here. There's also, I watch a lot of people. Meet Damien. So here's Meet Damien. He did a live stream today at 12. It was funny. Me and somebody else, we were just talking about just, stuff in general. And he's like, oh man, I'm over here asking for coins and y'all talking about other stuff. But that's funny. Let's see here. Then we have Road Dog. Road Dog's another really good one too. And so with Meet Damien, he was going over total 3, He was going over the overall market. He was going over Bitcoin, of course, USDT. So if you do want me to go over that as well, let me know in the chat. But, you know, I'll go over that normally when people ask for it. But, you know, check him out too. And it was funny too. I always give him a hard time in reference to his bull flags and bull pennants, because it's a bull pennant, but he calls it a bull flag. It's like, no, it's a pennant. Like, put, you know, if you're going to say the name, you know, at least get, you know, say the correct one. So he drew, it was so funny, man. I was laughing so hard. He drew a pennant and he goes into the mic. This is a bull pennant. That's for you, Trade Intuition. I love the dude. Dude is cool. Dude's cool. Then we have Road Dog Crypto. He is another really cool dude. And you'll see it's not like your normal stuff that you watch. I go more for the entertainment. And there are some times where I'll pick up some stuff. It's like, oh, wow, I forgot about that. Or, man, I didn't look at it that way. So definitely check him out. Let him know I sent you. All right, moving on. Moving on. Let's go to this. What's this? Oh, yeah, I rebooted my computer. Okay, let's go to a Bitcoin. Let's do some Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, this was my alert to short. And we didn't get into a short. I keep on feeling like it's a trap. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. I like looking at the 1 hour, but right now we're looking at the 4 hour. And here is my my fib from this leg to this. And what we might see is it coming up here to 0.5 and then rolling over. If that happens, there's a really good chance we're going to attack this level right around 104 to go down here 103.4, and then maybe go to the bottom of this box right here, and then potentially come up. I guess it's true. Whenever we say Road Dog's name, he is like Beetlejuice. He shows up. Road Dog, appreciate you, man. Just showing that I really do love your content, man. I love your content. I love your music. Road Dog is the actual one who inspired me to make music. You know, he has a lot of really great songs. I don't like country, and he has some country songs, and I like them. So that's how good his stuff is. So yes, 2 likes, and both are mine. Hey, let's go. Let's go with more likes, guys. Let's go with more likes. But yeah, so Road Dog, he actually inspired me to do the music, and he actually helped me out too. I had some questions on it. So real good dude, down to earth. He doesn't flaunt his wealth. He's humble, and that's what we need in the space. You know, matter of fact, I forgot where I mentioned it, where there's a lot of people that like to say, oh, wow, well, I sold 13 Bitcoin this morning, and I plan on buying 45 this afternoon. And that's only 3% of my portfolio. I mean, it doesn't take a genius to figure out, man, you have a lot of money. But the ones who don't do that, those are the ones I believe are more humble. You know, maybe just because I've always grown up poor, and I look at that a lot to define a person. Maybe it's my fault. Maybe it's my own Achilles heel, I guess. I don't know. But I do like it when people don't flaunt their wealth. Now, if you have wealth and you show it, hey, that's great, man. Like, I'm proud for you. I'm happy. But just to like constantly like, oh yeah, I sold 32 Bitcoin today, and I'm gonna pick up 97 this afternoon, and it's like, that's good for you, man. Like, I have to pick up cans so I could buy a bologna. You know, I was thinking like bologna sandwich or something. Ramen. I can buy a ramen. Man, they used to be 33 cents. I don't know what they are now, but they used to be 33 cents a long time ago. I don't think they were cheaper than that from what I remember. Anyway, enough story. But yeah, Road Dog's a good dude. I like him. Let's see here. Get back on track. So right now we're looking at the Bitcoin, and we see it coming down, bouncing right off of our mid-level of this box, coming up, coming down again, which is fine. Now it came up and it broke above this level. This is very important. Yeah. Let's see here. Chicago Brew says, that's a big word. I can't know. Chicago Brew, can you dumb it down for me? Extractors, none y'all humble. I don't know what extractors are. Dumb it down, man. Like, I need to dumb it down. None of y'all humble. What's that song by that dude? It says, stay humble. Stay humble. You got to. You got to. But when it broke this level right here, and I'm watching this, guys, man, I'm watching, like I'm literally watching this like all the time. So when it broke this level, it's like, okay, there's a pretty good chance that we're going to come up. And then what I'm watching now is a potential rejection over the 0.5, which would be fine for it to pull back. And now it might be here. Let me look from here to here. Yeah. So now it's going to be higher because first this part right here was about 50% of this leg. But now since it did come up here, come down, come up, now I'm looking at this leg. So now I'm looking at potentially here. It goes up, down to maybe here, and then come up. So maybe our pivot is roughly around, let's see, we call it 104.9. Call it 104.9. So for it to go up, come down. Well, let's move this over too. I gotta move everything now. Click it, and then control. Click it, and click it, and click it. Let's do it like this. See here. Yeah, I think about here. So now is my updated thought process. Let's see, extractors, take from the space and don't give anything back. Oh, Chicago Brew, I knew you're smart. That's why I like having people around me that are smarter than me. If I have people around me that I'm not the smartest one, I need to get a new group. So Chicago Brew, cheers to you. So next time Chicago Brew, just say XYs. Then I'll be like, oh, you mean extractors? Yes. They just take. Let's see here. So for Bitcoin, I would like to see it continuing to come up. I'm really happy that it did break this level right around 104.687. Really happy it broke it, and it's continuing at the moment to come up. I would like to see it come up here to about 105.9, retrace to around 104.9, and then come up and break above this. This is what I would like to see. And if it does that, then the potential for the bear trap that I'm thinking might happen, because we might do this, will go into effect. Now, this is the bullish case scenario. Now, let's look at the bearish case. The bearish case scenario, let's see here. Hey, we got Mikey in the house. What's up, Mikey? Appreciate you, man, being here. Thank you so much. Let's see here. So we're looking at Bitcoin for the bearish case scenario. Let's say it does come up, then it comes down here, then it comes down and attacks this level. If we break this level, there's a really high chance we're coming down to the bottom of this box. So right around 101.7, like really high chance. I'm gonna say 87.93%. These are just numbers I'm throwing out in the air, but 87.93%, where if we do, roll over and we come down and we do not make a higher low, then there's a really good chance we're gonna come for this, and then eventually end up here. And then now let's see if it bounces up, gets rejected here to come down. Let's just draw that out. So let's say it does something like this, and then does it do this number, or does it do this number? So this is what we're looking for. And it's always an updating thought process. We have to see what's happening. Now, it's very funny, and I love it too, because it gives me content. Where right now I'm showing you everything that could happen, in the future. And I love it, man. I find it so hilarious when I watch all these mentors out there, and they don't show you this stuff right here, or they don't spend a lot of time here. They spend a lot of time over here. Look at this. You see, we had this zone right here, and what you want to do is you want to buy the top and you want to sell the bottom. and then you want to buy the bottom, and then you want to sell the top, and then you want to short it, and then you want to long it. And if you follow my course and blah, 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 join my group, etc., etc. And the reason it came up here is because of, whatever, liquidity or whatever they're going to say. But they also talk about liquidity down here. But since it didn't go down, guess what they don't talk about? Liquidity. Yeah. They only talk about the stuff that makes them right. And I just find that so freaking hilarious that they all, well, I knew it was going to come up here because, well, my fib level said it was going to come up here, and I knew it, and blah, blah. And the very next day, it took it all back, and I did not see them say, I knew it was going to come down because of the fib. Why aren't you talking now? Like, I saw this on one particular show, and, everybody is kind of praising certain people or whatever. And then he meant, we saw this fib level, and we knew it was going to go up here. We called it in the Discord, blah, blah, blah. And the very next day, it dumped. I did not hear them say that they called the dump or anything else. Price will go up. Newsflash. Price will go down. Newsflash. So what I do is I concentrate more of this. How can we make money? Now, not how could we have made money, past tense. How can we make money, present? So to give you a heads up. If you like that, put a 1 in the chat. If you like that, put a 1 in the chat. Let's see here. What else do we see? Okay. Now, if we do go up, we will potentially make a lower high, and that's fine. Price has to go up, price has to go down. But what we're aiming for, breaking this, and coming up here. Now, this is the all-time high at 111,980 on Binance. It may be different on your exchange, but this is the all-time high, and we could potentially be going forward. Now, the thing that we do not want, this to me is pretty much the danger zone. Now, of course, we all know that I do have a danger zone, and the danger zone, that is for my fib levels. And of course, for my fib levels, that's when we break the 618. You know what I'm doing, guys. You know what I'm doing. It goes below the 618, but Tom Cruise might visit us to the danger zone. Where is Tom Cruise? This is what I'm thinking. Tom Cruise may start singing that song when they're in the bar. Y'all know that song. Let me know in the chat if you know that song. They're in the bar, and it's about losing something, guys. It's about losing something, and we don't want to do it. We don't want to lose that something when it comes to the potential alt season. We don't want to lose that something. Let me know if you know in the chat, guys. Let me know. So Tom Cruise, we do not want him around. If this happens, this is when Tom Cruise comes over. This is what I'm looking at, potentially. And this is without all the ups and downs. Price comes up. Price does a lower high. Price comes down, then does another lower high, breaks this newly created low, attacks this other low that's to my left and to your, I'm assuming, left as well, and then come down, come up, and come down. I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it. So let's go ahead and make this really thick. What this could potentially be is our high. Now, we have to always look at two things. One, the bullish case scenario, and one, the bearish case. So right now, I'm giving you the bearish case for the macro, the larger picture. This is our all-time high. Here's our lower high. Could we now start producing lower highs? If we break this low, danger. If we break this next low, danger zone. If we continue to break the lows, extreme danger. Watch out. We don't want this. This right here, in my opinion, once we break this level, and let's go ahead and put this, and let's see, this is on the 4-hour time frame. Let's go ahead and change this color to we'll do a yellow. And then we'll actually name this one below, let's see, below this level equals danger zone. Danger zone. So be careful. That's when Tom Cruise comes over. Because now what we're doing is, I mean, just look at it. We had this nice accumulation, then it shot straight up, and then now we're doing a lower high, and then potentially a lower high, and then trying to fight, doing another lower high. We come back into the zone, we break below the zone, danger. This could potentially be all-time high and the high of the market. Now, that is the, hey, we got Darren Does Things. What's up, brother? Appreciate you, man. Now, that is the bearish case scenario. The bullish case, okay. Price does a lower high, which is fine, but then 50% of this move, which I always mention, we could potentially say about right here. Let's see here. About right here. Come up, attack this high that we just created, then go and still make a lower high, which is fine. And then now do about 50% of this move before going up. So this is my bullish case scenario. This is on the macro. So once again, what I do is I focus more on this. For those of you who just jumped in, I focus more on this, the current price action. How can we make money, as opposed to so many other people out there that they concentrate on this. They tell you what already happened. They talk about the fibs that already played out. They talk about the entries that already happened. They talk about the shorts and the longs that already happened. I don't care about this. I really don't. How is this going to help me? It's not. We can look at this to see what we can plan here, but I see so many people, they spend all this time talking about the stuff that already happened. I don't care about this. Oh, well, it came down to the 0.618 and it bounced up. I don't care. When can I enter? When can I make money? That's what I care about. All I want to do is make money. I don't care about what it did. I want to know. Now, granted, is it important to know what it did as far as a retracement? Yeah, sure, fine, of course. But instead of telling me all the stuff that I should have done, because it's after the fact, tell me the stuff that I could potentially look forward to as far as entries. That's what I do. That's what I do here on my channel. A lot of people don't like me for the stuff that I say, but I speak the truth. I don't care about all this other stuff. I don't care about this woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda. How can I make money right now? I just laid it out for you. I just laid it out. Do you need to pay my course or anything like? No, you don't need to pay for my course. Do you need to join my group? No, you don't need to join my group. If you want to join my group, here it is. This is to get access to me, literally almost 24/7. Give you the exact prices when to enter, moving up the stop losses, detailed videos, a lot of training videos and updated videos on our thought process, on our current trades, everything else. But you do not need this to learn how to trade. I want to make that very clear. Everybody else is selling you, oh, I can help you trade. Join my group. You don't need to join my group to learn how to trade. You join my group to have access to me and my very talented admins. And you get like one-on-ones, and just you get a lot of stuff. But I do not want to get rich off of you, unlike everybody else. Join my group and I'll show you how to trade and blah, blah. Nah, they're getting rich off of you, man. I want to get rich with you. If you don't have money, guess what? You don't need it. Watch me every single day. We go live every day, Monday through Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Saturday and Sunday at 4. And we do bonus streams, sometimes midnight, sometimes 2 in the morning, 4 in the morning. Last one I did was at 7. Oh no, I did another one, 7 in the morning. But my goal is to get rich with you guys. Plain and simple. So, give you a all right. See here, Robel is in the house. What's up? What's up, man? Good job. I like your intuition. Oh, thank you, my friend. You just became my best friend. You just became my best friend. We got Caesar in the house. What's up, Caesar? Watching on X. I love it. I love it. Let's see here. VWAP and volume profile. Yes, I agree. So here are the things that I love. Everybody asks me all the time, Joe, what? I don't even use this crap down here. I mean, I just have it on here so that I can hopefully get more viewers. So like, oh, he's using these things. I don't use this stuff. I mean, I'll look at it every once in a while, but I mean, if you just simplify everything, price goes up, there's a pretty good chance you're going to find divergence, bearish divergence. Why? Well, because price went up. What is price supposed to do? The only two things price is supposed to do: go up and go down. That's it. And then go down and go up. I didn't want to reverse the fingers because it would have had me do something. But yeah. Hey, we got Crypto Princess in the house. Crypto Prince. Whoa, what am I doing? OBS Studios. What just happened? I don't know what I did. Oh, all the flowers are getting me. No, can you do it? I can't do it. Something popped up on my OBS. Hopefully I'm still streaming. Yes, still streaming. All right. But so that's what I do. I show you how to trade. Let's see here. Thank you for smashing the like. Appreciate you greatly. Yeah. So what I do is I use first. I mean, when you just think about it, I mean, if you just think about it, price goes up, price comes down. Price goes down, price goes up. When price goes up, and they say, "Oh, Joe, don't you see that bearish divergence?" I said, "Well, I don't need to see it. I'm pretty sure price is going to come down. Why? Two reasons. One, we're at resistance. Two, we just went up. Price is supposed to come down." And so here's my question to you. For everybody who uses divergence, and if you use it, great. If it's working, great. If you have divergence, on average, how much percentage-wise does it come down? Average. Again, this varies on the coin, this varies on the time frame, this varies on everything. My point is, it could go down 2% and then shoot straight up, and then now you can say, well, the bearish divergence played out, or it can go down 44% and then change direction and now go up, and well, now your bearish divergence played out. There is no way anybody can determine the amount of divergence, whether it's on a small time frame or a large time frame. But Joe, I beg to differ. My mentor said that on the larger time frames, it plays out greater. Okay, smaller time. So my request to you is, don't take your mentor's word. Don't take my word. Don't trust me at all. But do not take your mentor's word as gospel. What do I mean by that? Well, back test. Go on the 15-minute time frame, find divergence. Go on a daily time frame, find divergence. But just don't do 10 or 20 or 100. Do thousands of them. That's what I did. But don't trust me, though. Don't trust me. Divergence was supposed to be my golden egg. And I literally had notebooks full of, however, I did not take into account the market cap. So my data, if I were to do it again, would include the market cap of the coin. Not only that, but I would also have another category as far as the type of market we were in. If we were super bullish, what was the fear and greed index? I would have that on there too, but I didn't have any of that stuff. The only metrics I was using was the different time, 15 minutes. I think I want to say it was been so long ago that it could have been the hour, because I just started using the hour. So it had to be the 4 hour and the daily for sure, 15 minute for sure. And I believe it was the 4 hour. It had to have been, because that's what I was trading on. 4 hour, 2 hour, doesn't matter. My point is, sometimes the 15 minute will lead into divergence, bearish divergence, bullish divergence, whatever it was. And it would be, let's just say on average, it was 8%, whatever coin, whatever. And then there were some times where that 8% would go to larger time frames. And then now it's going to, let's say 30% or whatever it was. So to summarize it, divergence, and I would challenge anybody on this. This is how confident I am in this. And if you're confident that you are correct, then let's talk. Now, granted, I don't have a huge following. I don't have a lot of viewers. So that makes my voice not as strong as other voices. And I get it. But I was gonna say I guarantee it, but don't trust me, verify. Now with a couple, now with 10, now with 100, thousands, 2,000s of them. This was supposed to be my golden egg. And I realized it doesn't matter. Divergence will stop when it stops because it found support or newly created support was created, and then now it goes up. It does not matter. What I do know, what goes up will come down, what goes down will go up. Boom, plain and simple. Plain and simple. See here, Mikey says, Joe, are you taking, Joe, or can you read Joe? Joe, hello. Joe, are you taking the closed CME into account? No. I don't look at that stuff. Here's another thing with CME gaps, and I find it so funny. Let's say we have a CME gap right here. So this is our CME gap. Gotta be very careful with how I draw stuff. Let's see here. So here is our CME gap. Well, you can see it. Here's our CME gap. And price is coming up. Do I think the CME gap is going to get filled? Yeah. Because it's a CME gap? No. Because price is going up. It only makes sense that the CME gap will get filled because price is going up. But what if the CME gap is down here? Well, same scenario. If we break this low, we will continue coming down until we go up. Could we go up here? Sure. Let's say there's no gap right here. And let's say there's a gap right here. And let's just get this and move this down. Make it a big gap. Does this mean that the price will come down to here? No. Price will only go there if we break this low, if we break this low, and let's say it comes down to here and it does this number. And let's say that this gap, let's say the gap was, Joe, there's the gap right there. You can see it? Let's say it was like this. Comes all the way down to almost filling this gap, and then breaks the highs, and then now we go up. Did we break this gap? Nope, sure didn't. Did we touch it? Nope. Did we go for it? I mean, you can. To me, doing the gaps is silly because price will go down until it goes up. Now, could this be an area of interest? Yes, 100%. Does it mean that it will go here? Nope. It's an area of interest. You know, this would be kind of like a fair value gap to where this is an area where we think that the price might go. Doesn't have to. This could be like an order block. This could be like a demand zone or supply zone or a moving average or a point of control. This could be all that stuff. Those are all areas of interest. Doesn't mean that it will go there. It just means that, you know, if we break certain levels, there's a pretty good chance we might come down here. We don't have to. So hopefully that cleared everything up as far as the fair value of the CME gaps, but I don't trade them. Let's see here, is this inverted? No. Try it one more time, just to make sure. Yeah, but I don't trade the CME gaps. I don't pay attention to them. I only look at them when somebody asks about them. But the only way, and here's my logic. The only way, and this is the same thing with all of our liquidation, the liquidation heat map, where we have liquidations here, 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 and then we have liquidations here, 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 and then we have our price action. Our price action is like this. It's like, are we going to come up here for this liquidation or here for this liquidation? I don't know. All I know is that it cannot, let me repeat that, it cannot go down unless it breaks this. It's impossible. There is no way that this liquidation can get hit unless we break this level. There is a 0% chance that these liquidations can get hit unless we break this level. Same thing, call this a CME gap, call this a supply zone, demand zone, or this will be a supply zone, demands on the bottom. Call it whatever you want. I don't care. What I care about is this break. Because if it breaks this, there's a pretty good chance we're going up. There's 0% chance we can get this CME gap or whatever it is, fair value gap, order block, low value area. There's so many words that to me, it can't come down here unless it breaks this. It's impossible. It's not leapfrog. It can't leap over it. It has to break this. So until it breaks this, I'm not concerned about this. Now, if it breaks this, well then now my area of interest is here. And we have a pretty good chance that it might come here. Doesn't have to, because we've seen this plenty of times where there have been CME gaps that have been left in the past. So hopefully all that made sense. All right, let me get off my soapbox. All right, hopefully all that made sense. If it made sense, put one in the chat. If you disagree with anything that I said, put it a 0, and it's okay. I love having, I wouldn't say a debate, but like a conversation, because you may be thinking about it differently than me, and I may be completely off my rocker. And I was like, man, I never thought of it that way, the way you talked about it. I think I'm gonna go leaning more towards you. But that's only because I have an open mind. So if you do think that what I'm saying is completely off my rocker, put a 0, explain why, and hopefully I can kind of get it. But by the same token, I'm begging you, please take off your blinders. Take off the blinders that your mentor has welded into your skull. Whereas, oh no, I can't believe that, or I don't know because this is what he told me, and this is the way, and I've been doing this, and this is how it works. Okay. It is what it is. I see here, Darian says, a divergence doesn't always play out. Ooh, very true. That's another thing too. Great point. So let's say you have bearish divergence on the daily time frame or any time frame, but let's just say daily. That way for what we've been taught by our mentors, daily has a larger percentage potentially. And you have the daily divergence and you see it and you're like, oh, the daily divergence is playing out, let me enter. But then it continues. Let's say it's bullish divergence and it starts coming up and you enter the trade, but then it continues coming down. You still have that bullish divergence. 3 days go by, starts coming up again, you enter the trade, and then it continues going down. And like, oh crap, we still have that bullish divergence, and then finally 2 days later it goes up. Did it go up because of your bullish divergence? No, it went up because it was done going down, in my opinion. Let's see what else it says. But divergence confirmed playing out when you break structure after the divergence. Yeah. So basically, let's say we had, and I love this. Thank you, Darren. And Darren's really smart too. Let's say we have this white line is our level, and we have, let's say we have bullish divergence. So when the bullish divergence, this is our price action, is confirmed when we break a structure level, which would be this really. So let's say so now the bullish divergence is confirmed. However, do I care that the bullish divergence played out? No. I don't care what already happened. I want to know, how can I make money? This bullish divergence played out, fine. Is it going to continue going up? If so, then I care. But if it doesn't tell me that, why am I wasting my brain cells on looking at something that already happened? And great, we got a confirmation. But that's a good point. Me personally, I did not know a confirmation of, and I don't know if it's like true, but since you're saying it, I'm going to take it for, I wouldn't say gospel, but I would believe you more than somebody else. So from here on out, I will use that in my speaking about divergence. I will say, I don't care that it was confirmed. And the way you confirm it is once it breaks structure. So thank you. I don't care because it already played out. It already played out. I don't want to know what already happened. I want to know, and that's the biggest thing that I wanted to do when I was looking at divergence. I thought that was going to be my golden goose, laying all them golden eggs. I was going to be a multi-millionaire. No, because divergence, just like how Darren says, it doesn't always play out. And when it does, sometimes it may take longer to play out, to start playing out. And then if it does play out, or rather when it plays out, because price will eventually reverse, it doesn't tell you how far it'll go before potentially reversing again. But I didn't know that as far as the structure. Good to know. Let's see here. Darren Dusting says, on the time frame, that divergence confirmed on. There you go. Mikey says, okay, thank you, man. It was a simple question. Why you got to keep on going on and on and on? It's because there are so many people that, in my opinion, like I have really just looked at this versus just listening to what my mentors have taught me. If you just look at the price action, and well, we eventually, to go up, we want higher heights. To go down, we want to break the lows. And that's what we're looking at. But if you have any coins you want me to do, guys, let me know. If you have any questions, please let me know. If you disagree with me, please let me know. And that way we can have a discussion. I don't ban people. I don't mute people. I've had people come in here and say, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. And I've lost all my trades and I was in your group. And it's like, dude, you weren't in my group. And what trades did you lose? Let's walk through it. Do we lose? Yes, of course. Do we win? Yes, of course. Winning and losing is part of the game. Losing is what a lot of people don't like talking about. That's what I think. Whenever we lose, or yesterday, matter of fact, when we first got on, I said, listen, guys, we were in a short and we ended up closing the short, just because I did not like how it was looking. Now, granted, we had moved up our stop loss prior to that, and because I was giving it a chance, and I think an hour or two went by, and I messaged the group. It's like, guys, I'm closing out my trade. I recommend you close it out as well. Normally, I would say close half of the position, but this time I said close it. I don't like how it's looking. It's doing higher highs, and that's not what it's supposed to. That's not what I was thinking it was going to do. Granted, nobody knows what's going to happen, but the trade is going opposite of what we were thinking. And instead of holding on to it and like having our pride, because I'm very in tune with the psychology part of trading, and I try to express that as best I can. And one thing that we have is pride. And especially men have pride. We do not want to be wrong. But when it comes to trading, I would rather be wrong than holding on to the trade. And not only that, but I have all my members that I have to, take their money into consideration. All these other groups, I don't think that they consider their members losing money. I don't think they think about that. I do. Like, I don't want my members losing money. Do we lose? Yes, of course. But if we can reduce the amount of loss by closing our trade, then let's do it. So I told the group, I say, hey guys, I'm closing my trade. I recommend everybody close y'all's trade. I don't like how it's looking. And sure enough, it went up a little bit. Then it was a short. Then it came down. It's like, oh man. Oh well, I was going off of the information that we had. And then guess what? It was going up. And our stop would have been hit. I believe it would have been hit. I haven't checked it, but I'm pretty sure it would have. And that's the thing, like you have to be okay with losing. And what we did was we swallowed our pride. We took the loss, but it was much better taking the loss yesterday than doing it today. And look, we're making higher highs, higher lows. And that's one of the huge benefits of being in the group is, you know, I'm watching these charts. Let's see it. Going to the list. So we got ones in the chats. See, only the market makers know. Mikey, 20%. Pennywise. We got Pennywise in the chats. We can throw some balloons in the chat, guys. Do a search for the emojis, balloons. Appreciate you, man, for being here. Appreciate you greatly. Let's see here. Going on the list. Caesar says, Ron, what do you think? I don't think I've ever looked at Ron. So we were looking at Ron. And that's from Caesar on X. Thank you for everybody on X. Appreciate you greatly. Okay. See here. Robel says, talk on leverage, high and low. All right. So in reference to leverage really doesn't matter. And it took me a long time to understand that. It has to, Jim is very smart. Jim is really smart. Jim says CME open loons. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. I know people look at CME gaps, but I don't know what that means. CME opens at 6. Oh, okay. Eastern. 2 hour, 1 hour. I'm gonna drink some ice cold water. I gotta shake it up. All the ice coldness is at the bottom. Very good. Yum yum. Let's see here. Yeah, but Jim is really smart. I almost feel like putting on one of my trading helmets. You know, it's all foam. Yeah. All right, moving on. Let's see here. Oh yeah. So for leverage, so whenever you're doing, let's look at Rome. So here, this one is YouTube. This one we were looking at a short at the time, and let's go 15 minutes. We're looking at let's see, the price was here, and I was thinking potentially it could come down. This would be our stop loss. This will be our target. Let's see here. And then this is my thought process where it come down, come up, then come down into this and then bounce out. And that's pretty much what it did, which was good. And right now it pulled back to here, came up, pulled back to here. Good. Right now it looks like it's on fire. This fart point. So let's look at Ron, and we're going to talk about leverage. Ron, USDT, USD. I guess we'll do MEXC. Ronin. Okay. Okay, let's go to the daily time frame. Okay, right now it's not looking so hot. This is the level that we need to break above, 0.6396. It pulled back to a nice level. In trading right now, MEXC now has X400. Holy smokes. I'm not touching that. If I did touch it, of course, it had to be cross margin, and I would only have $10 in the account because I'll be willing to lose $10. For me, I mean, but you could probably, just to reduce your risk, maybe like $2 to risk, and, you know, only trade with like maybe 50 cents so that it could take out, you know, your other amount of money. But I wouldn't touch that to 400x. But on Ronin, here, price needs to break above 0.6396. See here. Oh, that's right. Thank you, man. Thank you, Darren. I'll be over there in a minute, and I'll push people over there. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Let's see. So we're going to be wrapping this up. This is going to be the last one. We're going to talk about the leverage as well. So for Ronin, 0.6396. Price action is underneath it. I do think that it came down very nicely. If we do our fib retracement from the low to the high, beautiful golden pocket. Could you enter right now? It's higher risk, higher reward. And right now, looking at the lower time frame, it came up, down, up. So right now it's at the decision point. Thank you, all set. Appreciate you, man. Now we're gonna be going over there in just a second. So, man, I would really have liked to have seen this one come up more and not just to here. I would have liked to have seen it come up here and then our decision point. This screams to me that it's very weak. I don't know what the market cap is on this one. See here, Meet Damien says, hey Joe, what do you know? Let me get back to you on that. So Meet Damien, we were talking about you at the beginning of the stream. I was laughing because you said something directly into the mic. That was funny, man. That was real funny. But let's see here. You typed bear trap. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Where's my thing? We'll do this one. That's one. Is it coming up? Where's that? Oh, what's going on? Nope. Oh my gosh, everything's going crazy now. Oh, I think it just turned off. Sorry. All right, let's see here. That's funny. I typed beer trap and Google sent me here. That's funny. You're too funny. All right. Turn down. Okay, and check that off. All right. So this to me, it looks very, I would love to see it bounce here, but due to this drop, I would have liked to have seen it come up here, then come down, and then this would have been stronger. Doing something like this, up, down, decision point. Now we can hopefully come up. Mark Dutch, yes. Hey man, that song was, I like that song that I made based off of your comment. But since it came down here, man, it looks weak. Let's zoom in. Normally, I would say enter once it breaks this level. But because it looks incredibly weak, I would have to wait to see it do something like this. And I was gonna see if I can enter here, but since it's so close, I just had to wait to here. So for this one, I would have to set an alert right here, and of course actually set the alert, but I'm not going to do it. So set your alert, and then the 4 hour candle needs to close. No, not even a 4 hour, 8 hour. The reason being because look at all these wicks. 4 hour. Yeah, we can do a 4 hour. One hour. Trying to see the movement. Yeah, 4 hour. So the 4 hour candle needs to close after your alert goes off. So your alert goes off first, then wait for the 4-hour candle close. Besides that, I would, man, there's not much room more for a short. Daily. Yeah, it's a really low market cap coin. Very low. Let's go back to the 1 hour time frame. And so let's see what the percentage is. If it breaks this right here, let's say right here, 11%. I mean, you're not gonna. I don't think it's too crazy. I would just wait for the break of this level. All right, so let's talk about leverage. So for leverage, let's go ahead and do this. Let's do an arrow. So for leverage, let's say you have $100 and we want to trade leverage. Do we want to do a 5x leverage, or do we want to do a 20x leverage, or do we want to do even greater? Well, it all depends on your risk. What are you willing to risk? For this example, we're only going to risk 1% of our portfolio. So that means we can only risk $1 of our portfolio. So regardless of our leverage, we can only lose $1. Now, where's our stop loss? Is our stop loss 2%, 4%, 20%? So depending on where our stop loss is, depends on the amount of margin we're going to trade with, which also depends on the amount of leverage. So for example, we want to enter a trade. We want to have risk only $1 out of our $100, risking 1%. And we try to do it at a 20x leverage. And based off of where our stop loss is at, here's our stop loss. Based off of where our stop loss is at, we could only put, let's see, based on where our stop loss is at, it's impossible for us to do 20x leverage because we would have been liquidated by this time. So here's our stop loss. So now let's do a 5x leverage. And based off of the 5x leverage, now this is telling us that we could put in, let's say $7 we can trade with. So we're using margin of $7. We have our stop loss set here with the 5x leverage, and we're able to risk only $1. So what we're doing is we're adjusting the margin after we place our stop loss so we can see how much we can actually trade with. Now, let's say we reduce the amount of leverage to a 2x. So we put it to a 2x and we're adjusting the margin to our stop loss. Our stop loss is already there. And now it's saying that we can trade with, of course, the math's going to be off, but let's say we can trade with $26. So now we can trade with this 2x leverage. Our stop loss is still the same. The risk that we're using is still the same. The only thing different is the amount of leverage we're willing to use. And that amount depends on the amount of margin we're using, because there's no way we can do a 40x leverage if we have our stop loss way down here. Let's say we had our stop loss really, really close to our entry. Now we could increase our margin, but because increase our leverage, but because we're increasing our leverage, our margin more than likely will be decreased. And so the biggest thing, whenever you're doing this, put in your stop loss. After your stop loss, put the leverage you want to use. Hopefully you're not getting liquidated. and adjust the margin or the slider to show you how much margin you're using. And if it's too much, reduce your leverage. Go to 5x. There's a lot of times I'll trade Bitcoin at 75x leverage. I'm using very little margin. Now, of course, you have to take into account the fees. So the fees can, right off the bat, as soon as you enter, you're at a loss because you have to cover those fees. All right. Hopefully that makes sense. Let's see here. I was trying to rhyme with that shout out. Very nice. Let's see here. I just saw you talking about the bull pennants and it. Dude, I was laughing so hard. And it was funny because on Meet Damien's show, I was watching a show, another great show, man. I was watching a show and we were talking about just different things, me and other people that were in the chat. We're talking about different things. And it was so funny because it literally reminded me of me because, I'm wanting people to put coins in the chat, to ask questions or whatever. And sometimes in my chats, there'd be a lot of side chatting. And I'm like, man, is this even for me? Like, what are y'all doing? And that was exactly what happened today. I'm talking about different things. And, there's other people in the chat, they're talking about certain things. And Meet Damien is like, I'm trying to look for coins. Oh, wait, y'all talking to each other? And I was like, man, I get the feeling. I know it. Let's see here. Mints, can you sing? Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? If you're asking me if I can sing, no, I cannot. Let's see here. Bees killing me. Yeah. I would do that as a song, but I don't know if I could say that word. Even though I just said it. Because of YouTube. Let's see. Damien's great. Yes. I'm going to try to make a song about that. Because I think it'd be a good song. So here's my next one. Now I do have a song that I made. I haven't released it yet because I'm afraid that I might get backlash from a lot of people. So we'll see. It's basically about mentors using abbreviations, or not abbreviations, using acronyms for stuff that's already been around, but they're making it so it sounds new. And that way you can buy their course and everything else. It's a great song, so I worked really hard on it. But I'm afraid I'm gonna get a lot of backlash. See, market cap is 390, yeah. And it looks like it too. So yeah, I would definitely wait 4 hours. Could you enter right now? Sure, but I'd just be safer. See here. Jim says, I've done a lot more spot trading in recent years, using little as 2x and 3x. After a certain point, your returns compound, reducing the attractiveness of leverage fees. Yeah. And that's true because the higher leverage, and great point too, the higher leverage, the more the fees. And it just makes sense because leverage literally is you borrowing money. So if you're borrowing $5, that's not as much as you borrowing $5,000. That's a lot that they're loaning you. So again, lower leverage, better. And however, I have noticed that sometimes, like when I'm doing the Bitcoin, like I'm starting to do lower leverage, 20x, 10x, before I would always do like 75, 78, but now it's like 10x, it's fine. But all right, guys. So what we're going to do now is we are going to go over, oh, everybody left. Man, they're just doing their intro. What we're going to do is go over to Billy Goat Tells. Please let them know that I sent you. This game. Okay. Save. And there's not really going to be an outro. It's going to be an outro, but just of like 10 seconds. So here we go. Thank you guys very much. Let Billy Goat Tells know that I sent you. Make sure to say Trade Intuition Raid. Thank you guys very much. We're going to listen to about 10 seconds of this song. Appreciate you guys. Okay, the intro takes too long. All right, we're gonna go over there now. Thank you.